I like sugar. I like sugar a lot. I eat a lot of sugar, but of course, sugar is not good for us. Very, very, very high in calories with no nutritional value. It's pretty bad for our teeth too, and I have had more than enough cavities. So I want to try and eat less of it, but I don't really want to give up sweet stuff because I like sweet stuff. Alternative sweeteners are out there and they can help reduce calories significantly, but they don't always taste the best, especially if you're using a lot, if you really want to reduce the calories. So I go to Google and I search for healthy vegan desserts. Maple syrup, maple syrup, maple syrup, a half cup of maple syrup, and coconut sugar, a half cup of coconut sugar, 1 whole cup of coconut sugar. How are these brownies healthy brownies? Because they're refined sugar-free? What does that mean? So usually when we say sugar, we mean added sugar. Your regular old granulated sugar, your powdered sugar, your brown sugar, your corn syrup, sugars that have been processed from whole foods and added to other foods to make them sweet. They're very high in calories with no nutritional value. Now this can get a little bit confusing because there's another similar term, refined sugar. Lots of people, including me, often use refined sugar and added sugar interchangeably. But refined sugar can also mean something slightly different when it's compared to natural sugar. Refined sugar would be a sugar that you take from a whole food that's highly processed, so an added sugar, versus natural sugar in whole foods that you eat. So high fructose corn syrup made from corn, that would be a refined sugar, whereas fructose from an apple would be a natural sugar. And it gets even more obnoxious because natural sugar can refer not only to, again, like eating a whole apple, but also sugars that are processed from whole foods, which is just refined sugar, right? No, because it's less processed. So it's still not a whole food, but it's not as processed as granulated sugar. So something like honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar have some amount of minerals and vitamins along with them. But does that really matter? Like, is coconut sugar really healthier than regular sugar just because it's less processed? It's just the sea salt fad all over again, right? People argued and still argue that sea salt is healthier because it has trace minerals. Now they argue that coconut sugar is healthier because it has trace minerals. Keyword here, trace. Coconut sugar may have more of certain nutrients than sugar, but it's still a tiny amount, virtually nothing. You would need to ingest so much coconut sugar for your body to use these nutrients that the calorie count would likely outweigh any nutritional benefit. Because coconut sugar doesn't resolve the number one problem with sugar, calories. Coconut sugar is still very high in calories, about 15 calories per teaspoon, the same as sugar. So yeah, you may get more iron or calcium by consuming coconut sugar, but you'd only get meaningful amounts by consuming a ton of coconut sugar and a ton of calories. Maybe just eat food? Maple syrup is a little bit different. 1 tablespoon of maple syrup does actually have meaningful amounts of B2 and manganese, I believe, but 1 tablespoon is still 50 calories. It's still a high calorie food with not that much nutritional benefit. Point is, natural sugar does not mean healthy. If it is being added to a food to increase the sweetness while increasing the calories and providing little to no nutritional benefit, it's an added sugar. As you can see here in this nifty little list from the USDA, you've got maple syrup, honey, and molasses listed right along with brown sugar, cane juice, and corn syrup. And sugar cane juice? Might have to get me some of that. Oh, and agave should be on that list too. And of course, coconut sugar. The word healthy. I'm not saying there's a hard line between healthy and unhealthy, but healthy brownies with 1 whole cup of sugar in just 9 servings. Healthy chocolate chip cookies, but they're still mostly added fat and sugar with a little bit of nutrition from the oats and the nuts that are optional. I like healthier better, like this recipe from Cookie and Kate. I mean, it's not healthier because of the coconut sugar. Again, coconut sugar is sugar. But coconut oil is a little healthier than butter, and whole wheat flour is a little healthier than flour. And many recipe bloggers already do this. They'll list the recipe as healthy, they'll title it that to get you to click, but then clarify that it's just healthier below the fold, as if anyone isn't hitting the jump to recipe as soon as the page loads. And I really question the fraction of a calorie thing. This is the first result for chocolate chip cookies, and yeah, it has 2 cups of sugar, but it makes 36 cookies. That's 4 times more than her recipe. So it's a half a cup per 9 cookies. It's the same. It's the same amount of sugar as her healthier cookies. And the healthy ones actually have more chocolate chips, 3/4 of a cup per 9 cookies versus a half of a cup. This one also calls for 2 cups of sugar, but it makes 4 dozen cookies. Who is making all of these cookies? I thought it was 12, 24, right? If you got like Christmas coming up or something. What are you doing with all these cookies? Point is, I just don't think we should be telling people that a recipe is healthy because it has maple syrup or a banana or some oat flour. My personal rule is that if a majority of the calories are coming from added fat and or added sugar, treat it as a treat. I'm going to end this with a controversial one. Dates, not date syrup or date sugar, which is obviously added sugar, but whole dates. Yes, they have fiber. Yes, they have some potassium and magnesium, but they also have a fair number of calories, about 50 per date, if we're talking about the medjool. There's obviously smaller varieties, but if you get some in the store, it's probably going to be the medjool, maybe the Galette Noir. What's it called? So when you see one of these healthy or healthier recipes that's replaced the sugar with a bunch of dates, like maybe a whole pound of dates, probably still a high-calorie food. And just to be clear, I'm not saying don't make these recipes. I make recipes like these all the time. I make the 1 pound of dates recipe for my kids a lot. They're little chocolate coconut energy ball things. They've got great texture from the coconut oil. Lots of calories, of course. I'm just mindful that they're high calorie, that they're still pretty treaty. Treat-y, not treaty. Like those healthy chocolate chip cookies, they're still 81 calories each. And there's no way I'm just eating one, especially if they're as good as she describes them, basically like regular chocolate cookies. Yeah, I'm not eating one. But if I think they're healthy, well, maybe I can have 2 or 3 or even 4. They're healthy. Reminds me of the Hey Arnold episode where Harold is trying to lose weight. I'm pretty sure he's like fat shamed. Not by Arnold, of course, but by other people. Anyway, he wants to lose weight. He goes to get his favorite little ice cream bars. He gets the half-calorie ones, but he ends up getting double the amount. So it's the same calorie. Oh, poor Harold. Point is, if I think they're healthy, I might eat more. Ended up getting the same number of calories I would have got from the regular cookies. They're still probably healthier. Maybe if you were going to have cookies with like actual butter, right? Lots of saturated fat, and these have less. Certainly that's better, but calories still matter, even if it's better, healthier, healthy-ish food. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you so much to my patrons at patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. I do upload 2 exclusive videos there a month for $5 plus patrons. Just like stuff that's going on with me and little, I don't know. I'm about to post one personal goal going on. And if I do it, I get a video game. Thank you again. New video soon. Oh, man. Made popcorn last night. So hungry. So excited. I was waiting. Put baby down so I can make some popcorn. I was almost done. I just wanted a few little shakes of nutritional yeast. But I didn't pick up the nutritional yeast. I picked up the salt. And it's powdered salt. We take sea salt and grind it up because we can't find popcorn salt anymore, or it's too expensive. I don't remember. Point is, it's very, very fine and sticks to the popcorn very, very well. So a lot came out, and then a lot of it stuck to the popcorn. Some did go down to the bottom of the bowl, but yeah, it was very, very salty. Partner said later that I should have just added more popcorn to it without adding more salt, right? But I didn't do that. I just ate it, and my mouth is just, ow. It's so red. Hopefully the lip gloss covers it. And I know it's a little late for Halloween stuff, but Not in this house, man. My kids love Halloween. Before I came down here, 3-year-old was like, when you come back up, there's going to be lots of Halloween decorations, because they were making little drawings and putting them up everywhere. And when I went back upstairs, yeah, there was some decorations. I'm not sure how it was Halloween, but it was cute.